I don't know what it is, but I seem to draw two different demographics, usually female. I see a lot of women in their 20s who are dealing with anxiety or depression. And I find that that often stems from difficulties within themselves and their relationship to themselves. So they're struggling with their identity, they're struggling with who they are, they're feeling a little lost in the world, and that manifests as anxiety or depression. Often it stems from relational issues that have occurred when they're younger, and so we will generally get into attachment, as I talked about. But that relationship to self and self-alienation is something that seems to come up a lot with identity issues with young women. And then the other demographic I see, and this is because I do advertise this, is people who are going through a divorce or separation, and they're struggling to come to terms with that, and then they are going through their own identity issues because they've traditionally been in this role of being wife or husband or partner, and then they step outside of that role, and then they don't know who they are. You know, their kids may have grown up, they may have left home, and then they find themselves outside of this long-term relationship or marriage, and then they're struggling to figure it all out. And typically self-esteem has plummeted, and so that issue of identity comes up again. And so identity is a huge thing that I deal with, both in young women and older women, and in some men too. I'd like to see more men and talk about that with them as well.